Fashion is art and you are the canvas. Today's guest will be talking about her hard times and about how she created the pillar in IEC College of Art and Fashion. IEC always focus on practical skills of students and make the students to visualize fabulous concepts till the semester ends. Let's know more about how Nepali art and fashion can grow in international market. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Managing Director of IEC College of Art and Fashion, Shailaja Adhikary.
भर्खरै montage shot हेर्नुभयो र I'm pretty sure you all are aware आजको guest को हुनुहुन्छ भनेर. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Yoho Shalu Tamang back again with Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. So today we have a very special guest. She is really beautiful, talented, hardworking, and also to mention she is entrepreneur. So let's welcome the Managing Director of IEC College of Art and Fashion, Ms. Shailaja Adhikary. Welcome to Work Mania, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shalu, for such a wonderful introduction.
Sanjay hununcha?
Ajay.
So I must say, you both college and you look really beautiful.
I always love to hear those words.
All right. So let me start from a question first. How did you come up with an IEC College of Art and Fashion?
We started IEC in the year of 1997. होइन त्यो भन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ I used to work in a bank. अनि ब्याङ्कमा जब गर्दा गर्दै चाहिँ मलाई ब्याङ्कबाट चाहिँ I thought somewhere that this is not my cup of tea, right? So I was in a Standard Chartered bank. Then I realized that I have to do something on my own because my parents, they also told me, why don't you start on your own? Then I started IEC in the year of 1997.
Wow.
That time we used to give only diploma course, that was like 1 year course. त्यसपछि हामीले IEC college.
So it's been more than 20 years IEC
it's
established.
It's been 24 years.
Wow, 24 years.
1997.
In fact, Silver Jubilee पनि हुने आँटेछ.
Yes. Next year we'll be celebrating our 25th year.
Okay, so नेपालमा fashion college and interior college एकदमै few छ. So IEC College of Art and Fashion को बारेमा अलिक डिटेल लिने भनिदिनुस् न.
IEC College, we are under Limpopo University. We provide, under IEC we have 2 wings. One is IEC School of Art and Fashion and another one is IEC College of Art and Fashion, right? In IEC School, we provide diploma courses, that is 15 months course in fashion and interior. And in IEC College, under IEC College, we provide 3 years bachelor degree course, right? Fashion, that's also for fashion and interior designing course. And IEC College is Limpopo affiliated to Limpopo. And after completion of course 3 years, but international degree Limpopo.
Okay, so let's start from fashion wing. So fashion wing, what courses are included? So please,
IEC, as IEC ko hamro dui bata wings sir. IEC School of Art and Fashion and IEC College of Art and Fashion, right? In IEC School of Art and Fashion, we provide 15 months courses in fashion and interior. And in IEC College, we provide 3 years bachelor degree, that is for fashion and interior as well, right? हामी चाहिँ Limpopo University मलेसियाबाट आबद्ध छौं, and we have like so many courses under fashion designing. The course is fashion and retailing, right? So it's pretty clear that you need to study fashion, some marketing, then how to do branding, entrepreneurship, HR, how to handle your staffs and everything.
Exactly.
So we make students not only to study fashion, after completion of course, एउटा independent भएर चाहिँ आफ्नो business चलाउन सक्ने चाहिँ बनाउँछौं है. So for that, like being a fashion designer, you need to have like certain different qualities in your personality also. So we groom that personality also. Okay? Students in सुरुमा आएको हुन्छ, like polish गरेर we make them ready for a market, right? So how we do that is we teach them like how to sit in a chair, right? How to talk, how to present, how to walk, because they need to learn all these things.
Exactly.
Besides that, we teach them how to look beautiful and pretty, right? So that's also, or handsome. That's also like we give them makeup and hair course. So we polish them with the soft skills, because being in a corporate world or being a designer, you need to know like certain qualities of soft skills also. That's also we teach students. Beside that, corporate skills ma pani corporate ko how to approach a corporate ma ya business world ma. So communication skills ma pani we enhance. So this is a mix of the course. Being a fashion designer, you need to be full-fledged as a kind of celebrity type right? So for that you need certain qualities, not only knowledge and skills, those qualities also we teach students.
So I'm quite amazed, like fashion practically I think like practical mata but I come to know that say theory retailing subject so that's really nice. So now let's talk about interior so kiki courses are say
interior designer what they do is they provide better living to the people, right? So manchiko dream house, dream office, dream showroom, that's they do it. So they learn from flooring, ceilings, windows, door ko design, everything ko design they learn, right? Beside that, interior they have to learn certain, that's grooming classes also they need to do it. Then beside that, like they need to learn how to architect ko parts because our course is interior and architecture course, so not only interior. So interior and architecture ko parts, so building construction, building science also. So they don't need to work under anyone, okay? Architect ko under so they can take their own decision if they have to do certain changes in architectural parts, certain changes. They cannot design whole building, architect interior architecture ko course but like if they need to do certain changes in architectural part that they can take decision.
Okay, so now let's move on to next question. So every year newcomers obviously also in school so does applicants or newcomers have to be aware about fashion or interior design say bachelor ko lagi?
No, they don't need. When we take admissions, we take from any wings. It's not like you have to be science graduate or like management graduate, humanities open. So any wings were down students. So we make them ready. After like when they join, we start from the scratch, from the zero level. So they don't need anything. I say brick by brick, interior. Fashion, we start from the lines. So they don't need any kind of knowledge. And that's also what we do. Semester start we make them ready. So we run orientation class like for around a month. So we give certain labels fashion course and then design art. So we make them ready for the semester and then we start our semester.
Okay, now let's also talk about teachers. So fashion designing, interior design and fashion designing. Obviously teachers, they also should know every knowledge.
Yes.
And then so what type of teacher do you hire and what advice do you want to give them?
We are very particular about hiring any kind of manpower, right? So for the faculty members, it's very difficult to make them groom and sabai kura garnuko lagi. So that is the reason hamroma चाहिँ national and international faculties दुईटै हुनुहुन्छ, not only नेपालबाट. We have like few faculties from India also, right? So they हामी चाहिँ के हेर्छौँ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ faculty लिँदाखेरि चाहिँ they need to know their contents, no doubt, right? The delivery कसरी गर्नुहुन्छ, that is very important because fashion is a practical subject, right? So you need to give like them students the individual attention दिनुपर्छ. So teacher has to be very hard working. So individual students the attention दिने खालको हुनु पर्यो, right? So every time the teacher has to be ready for to help the students. खाली classroom मात्रै गरेर हुँदैन. So that is also. And beside that we see that teachers को exposure कस्तो छ. Do they have an international exposure or not? Because if they have done courses in Nepal also, कस्तो खालको exposure छ. So that's also we see. If not, we provide that training. We groom our teachers, make them ready for the classes. If anyone fresher join in our college, they need to join as an assistant lecturer or assistant faculty, right? And then assistant lecturer, then assistant professor, then professor. So that's a label in our college. And then when they join, we make them ready. We teach everything. We provide training also. Being an international college, international degree we provide. Not only we training, we trainers training. So we make very particular decision teacher selection. We see everything. It's not only knowledge you have, not only the skills you'll be providing to the students. So you have to have that ready to learn. Being a fashion faculty, you need to be a learner, right? Every time you need to update yourself. So those qualities we teach them here.
So Shailaja ma'am, that's really true. Now let's go for a short commercial break. Keep on watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. Welcome back everyone. After a short commercial break, you all are still watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. She is the Managing Director of IEC College of Art and Fashion, Ms. Shailaja Adhikary. So let's welcome her once again. फेरि पनि म्याम स्वागत छ
Thank
वर्क
you so
मेनियामा
much. Thank you
अलराइट
so
सो नाउ लेट्स मुभ अन टु नेक्स्ट क्वेसन फ्यासन सोज आई मिन फ्यासन डिजाइनिङ ओर इन्टेरियर डिजाइनिङ भन्ने बित्तिकै फ्यासन सोज एन्ड एक्जिबिसन त अभियसली हुन्छ सो वाट अबाउट इभेन्ट्स पनि हाउ मेनी फ्यासन सोज डज स्टुडेन्ट ह्याभ टु पर्फर्म ओर एक्जिबिसनको पनि बारेमा भनिदिनुहोस् न
When students they join, they have to do fashion show from the first semester. है semester 1 देखि नै गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ fashion show चाहिँ र उनीहरूले every semester मा fashion show गर्छ. Beside that, हामी पनि we organize our events हामी नेपालमा पनि गर्छौँ र we send students for international fashion shows because it's not only national exposure we provide to the students, even international exposure also we give it to them, right? So त्यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ स्टुडेन्ट्सले धेरै fashion showsहरू गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ र स्टुडेन्टले आफैले चाहिँ एउटा ठुलो big event organize गर्छ, that's a designers runway.
Wow.
So every year that's IEC students they do it and they take a part in Nepal Fashion Week पनि. Last year and before last year we couldn't do it. We are planning to organize Nepal Fashion Week this year again. And beside that we do our annual program Red Day and अरू प्रोग्रामहरु पनि हाम्रो भइरहेको हुन्छ. We support different events हरु हैन. त्यही स्टुडेन्ट्स को एक्सपोजर चाहिँ धेरै भइरहेको हुन्छ. So every semester उनीहरुले गर्छ त्यो बाहेक अरू सोजहरुमा पनि we provide lots of platform to the students. As I said, national को बाहेक international platforms पनि हुन्छ because we are planning to send students यो पालि चाहिँ लन्डन फ्यासन विकमा पठाउने हाम्रो प्लान छ किनभने लिम्को क्विन्कले चाहिँ उनीहरूले त्यहाँ सो गर्छ हैन सो दे आर पार्ट अफ दैट सो वी आर प्लानिङ टु सेन्ड आवर स्टुडेन्ट्स बिसाइड दैट इभन इन इन्डिया अल्सो वी सेन्ड आवर स्टुडेन्ट्स बिसाइड दैट इभन इन अदर कन्ट्रिज अल्सो वी आर प्लानिङ टु सेन्ड आवर स्टुडेन्ट्स इभन इन अस्ट्रेलिया अल्सो राइट सो देयर आर लाइक हामीले धेरै ठाउँमा चाहिँ स्टुडेन्टलाई इन्टरनेसनल एक्सपोजर पनि दिइरहेको हुन्छ अब इन्टिरियरमा चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भने लाइक सेम एज फ्यासन दे निड टु डु समथिङ दि अदर किनभने उनीहरूले वर्कसप भन्ने सब्जेक्ट पढेको हुन्छ फ्यासनले जब ड्रेस कन्स्ट्रक्ट गर्छ त्यस्तै गरेर इन्टिरियरले पनि दि कन्स्ट्रक्ट राइट सो उनीहरूले फर्निचर बनाउँछ या प्रोडक्टको डिजाइन गर्छ या प्रोडक्ट नै बनाउँछ सो द्याट दे एक्जिबिट एभ्री सेमेस्टरमा चाहिँ उनीहरूले त्यो एक्जिबिसन्स गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ सो वी आर ह्याभिङ आवर लाइक एक्जिबिसन्स अहिले 12मा छ यो 12 मार्चमा एन्ड अगेन 19 मार्चमा fashion designers for fashion shows, so internal fashion. Those are internal fashion shows, but then also we do it in a large manner.
Okay, the conversation is getting quite interesting किनभने maybe fashion and interior design को बारेमा कुराकानी गरिरहनु होला and then the topic is quite different for me as well. So now let's talk about what services and facilities do you provide in IEC College of Art and Fashion?
You must have seen, right? So our infrastructure and everything is an international standard. We are not less than any international college को हैन. So service of facilities students like जुन पढाइको लागि चाहिने हुन्छ. So all the facilities which we need for to run a fashion and interior designing college को लागि we have everything that is, right? That's also international standard. Besides that, we provide them platform and exposure to the students because which is very very important for the fashion or interior students like किनभने क्लासमा पढेर मात्रै हुँदैन. They need to launch themselves, right? And besides that's media exposure pani. We give like lots of media exposure because when we organize those shows we make very sure ki media ko presence was, right? So we provide media exposure to the students also. As I said, like we groom students and besides that we have a global classroom. That's a very plus point for the students. Yahan padcha and then they if they want to do like global classroom ko hamro 3 credits ko huncha they need to go either in London or in Malaysia to learn for 21 days, right? So they get international exposure there also. So beside that, there is learning happens, right? So international brands, international designers, international faculty, so besides that, there are like, as I said, as we involve students in different practical works, right? So experience, we believe in experiential learning. So every time industry visit, field visits by the students, like, because they have to do lots of research, right? So research-based learning work over there. Classroom and the by the so there are like so many things, so many exposures students let's say IEC ma padदाखेरि चाहिँ खाली पढाइ क्लासमा मात्रै नभएर या स्किल्स मात्रै क्लासमा मात्रै नसिकेर they learn and then we send them for internships also. Internships पनि we give like exposure in such kind of companies where they can really learn and we make very sure त्यो पनि कसरी internship कसरी गरिरहेछ स्टुडेन्ट्सले कस्तो उसको लर्निङ भइरहेछ. So in every field मा चाहिँ स्टुडेन्ट्स को खाली उसको पर्सनालिटी ग्रुमिङ देखि लिएर उसको कोर्स को देखि लिएर इन्डिभिजुअल स्टुडेन्ट्सलाई हामीले हेरेर गरिरहेको हुन्छौँ एन्ड देन एट द एन्ड मा चाहिँ वी never say that we guarantee jobs for the students तर उनीहरुको प्लेसमेन्ट्स पनि हामी असिस्ट गर्दिन्छौँ. So हाम्रो प्लेसमेन्ट सेल अलगै छ so we help them in that way.
Okay, college को बारेमा धेरै डिटेल पनि थाहा भयो. That's really nice. I am so much into IEC College of Art and Fashion. Now let's talk about yourself. As you are a promoter of Nepal Fashion Week, how did you got this opportunity?
In the year of 2004, we decided, right, to do this Nepal Fashion Week also because we were associated with Unilever and हामीले association मा एउटा प्रोग्राम गरेको थियो अनि त्यो प्रोग्राम पछि चाहिँ वी ह्याड अ भेरी गुड राम्रो रिलेसन भयो सो देन वी थट लाइक वाइ नट टु डु नेपाल फ्यासन विक एन्ड वी अप्रोच देम सो दे लाइक द कन्सेप्ट एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ एन्ड देन स्टार्टेड होइन उनीहरूसँग ल्याक्मीसँग गऱ्यौँ त्यसपछि युनिलिभरसँग हामी 4 वर्षसम्म गऱ्यौँ देन त्यसपछि टिजिआइएफसँग सो राइट नाउ सो वी आर प्लानिङ टु डु इट विथ अनदर media house so we'll be doing this year.
Okay, so let's not also forget to mention that you introduced EuroKids, the international school chain in Nepal. So how did you come up with an idea?
That time, like when I was like in IEC. When I was in IEC, I thought like I need to make it like IEC, that's an educational hub बनाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ, right? So then I thought like then why not from 2 वर्षको बच्चाको देखि लिएर मास्टर्स डिग्री या युनिभर्सिटीसम्म आइसीको खोल्ने चाहिँ मेरो प्लान थियो, राइट? सो द्याट इज द रिजन आई थट लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ इट समथिङ प्री स्कुल, राइट? देन वी स्टार्टेड प्री स्कुल एन्ड वेन आई वान्टेड टु स्टार्ट प्री स्कुल आई भिजिटेड फ्यु अफ द प्री स्कुल्स हियर, होइन? अनि अब मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्यो भने यु निड टु हेभ समथिङ भेरी एकदम राम्रो कुरा दिनुपर्ने हुन्छ, समथिङ न्यू, समथिङ लाइक भेरी वेन यु आर सेपिङ करियर स्टुडेन्ट्सको प्री स्कुलले चाहिँ एकदमै त्यसको इम्प्याक्ट गर्छ कि सो त्यसलाई चाहिँ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि प्री स्कुल भन्ने कुरा यस्तो हो जसमा चाहिँ बच्चा हो 2 वर्षमा आउँछ बट त्यो 2 वर्षकोदेखि 5 वर्षमा उसको सबभन्दा ब्रेन डेभलपमेन्ट हुने नै त्यही बेलामा हुन्छ सो यु रियली क्यान नट टेक एनी काइन्ड अफ रिस्क टु द चाइल्ड्स डेभलपमेन्टमा, होइन? त्यसले गर्दाखेरि मलाई लाग्यो मसँग त्यति रिसोर्सेस छैन बिकज आई हेभ टु हेभ अ प्रपर एभ्रिथिङ, यु निड टु हेभ अ करिकुलम, यु निड टु हेभ अल दिज everything like, right? So how to do it, how to run a preschool, that I didn't have that much, okay? किनभने कुनै करिकुलम या कन्टेन्ट्सहरू गर्नको लागि पनि you need to have a R&D department. So that time I didn't have that much of budget to invest for a preschool. नेपालमै पुरै रिसोर्सेस ल्याएर बाहिरबाट मान्छेहरू लिएर आएर त्यो करिकुलम डेभलप गर्नको लागि चाहिँ I was not ready. So I was looking for something which company will be better, to provide those kind of exposure. And I have been to in different countries. मैले सिङ्गापुर पनि गएँ त्यो बेलामा because I wanted from Asia mai. Then I've been to Thailand also, and then I've been to Singapore, it's an educational hub, Asia mai bhancha. Then I've been to India also. In India also, I've been to different preschools. But I liked EuroKids because they had connections with Egmont International, Denmark complex. So, उनीहरूको association चाहिँ Denmark complex मा थियो. So European education system is good, right? So that was just the reason मैले EuroKids लाई चाहिँ I preferred and I brought them here. किनभने मलाई चाहिँ सबै कुरा उनीहरूले चाहिँ they helped me in everything, right? So how to curriculum देखि लिएर how to run your preschool, what are the like facilities you have to provide, how to make your infrastructure. So everything they helped me in that way. So that was the reason I took franchisee, because that was a full package for the students also.
Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go for another short commercial break. Keep on watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. Welcome back, everyone. After another short commercial break, you all are still watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. And today we have a very special guest. I have already introduced her. She is the Managing Director of IEC College of Art and Fashion. So let's welcome her one last time. Ma'am, swagat, sir.
Thank you so
now
much.
Let's
again.
move on to another question quickly without further delay. You are one of the successful entrepreneur and who handles so many business and also educational sector. So how would you describe yourself?
How I describe myself, I think I'm a good learner, right? Ready to learn every time. So maybe that is the reason because I upgrade myself in such a manner. Sabai kurama चाहिँ I love to have knowledge about that, right? So I think I'm still learning, and that's how I want to describe.
All right. So one last question.
Yeah, hardworking and those things. Like you have to have those things. But like I'm a good learner and want to learn every time.
Okay. So अब तपाईलाई सोध्नु वाला question चाहिँ just answer in one word.
Right.
So what is fashion according to you?
When you feel comfortable. That's fashion for me, right? So it's not that I follow trend. I update myself for the trend because being a fashion college founder by person, you have to have that, right? So I always update myself what's in and what's out. But for me, what is fashion is what makes you comfortable.
Okay. So what is the motto of your life?
Motto to provide quality education, right? To make each and every students of mine, either that is in your school or in IEC college co-host, entrepreneur bannos. I really want that, right? So if I'm taking 60 students, I always tell my faculty members when I have a meeting. Yesterday I had a meeting with my faculties and I told, because now from 10th of March we'll be starting our new semester. So you need to think in that manner. That's if you have 60 students in your batch, right? So you need to try to make each one of them entrepreneur, which is not possible, right? So out of 60, if you will be successful to make entrepreneur 45 also. So that's also very good enough. So मेरो चाहिँ म चाहन्छु हरेक मेरो स्टुडेन्ट्सले केही न केही गरोस्, independent होस्. They should be like doing something, that they should be doing something for the country, they should be doing something for themselves. So that's my motto, right? So education sector मै गर्न नै छ र स्टुडेन्ट्सको लागि नै गर्ने चाहिँ मेरो motto.
Okay, so one last question from myself. So which person or what inspires you the most?
Each and every individual who I am come across, they inspire me, right? So when I come to IEC college, when I see young students of mine, right, doing their courses and doing something, when they come to talk to me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, they really inspire me every time. When I go to Euro Kids, that shining eyes of the students, right, the happy faces of the students, that inspire me.
Okay.
When I go to college, the way like students, they talk, they greet, they share their feelings, right, their ambition, what they want in life, that inspires me. So every individual, like from I can learn and then they inspire me. Beside that, I want to mention my mother, right? So I cannot forget because she's the lady who really inspired me throughout my life, and it's still she's inspiring me. Right? So that's also my mom also. So every students of mine and my mother are the inspirations.
Okay, we are almost at the end. So would you like to say something to our viewers, those who want to study fashion and interior designing, and also to your well-wishers?
I want to say something like not only if you want to do fashion or interior designing course, if you want to be something that is possible, right? So if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to do something different in your life, if you want to start your startup or any field you want to choose, that will be possible. You have to have a passion for that, you have to have a dedication for that, and you need to have that feeling that's, yes, I can do it, so that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve in your life. So that's for like young viewers who are watching this program. Thank you so much for like this. I really had a lovely time. I hope like I answered all your questions very well.
I really enjoyed and I'm really thankful for you being here as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost at the end. So we took an interview with the Managing Director of IEC College of Art and Fashion, which is affiliated with Lim Kok Kwing University. We had a really wonderful conversation. Hope you guys enjoy it. And those who are confused about studying fashion designing or interior designing in Nepal, IEC College of Art and Fashion is Nepal's #1 fashion college and also interior college. And if in case you forgot to watch our show on Yoho Television HD, YouTube Mani Hernola, and make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Signing off for today. Take care. Bye-bye.